Welcome everybody. I see some old faces and some new faces. I have been doing workshops all day long. These are short, educational, and highly informative workshop breakout sessions, whatever you want to call them. They're here for you to help you maximize properties. I'm not here to sell you anything. There's no fluff to these. If you're thinking about taking notes, I'm going to tell you, pull out the notebook right now because you're going to be taking good notes on this, okay? It's also going to be very quick paced because I have a lot of information I need to tell you guys, but I'm going to break it down and keep it very simple. Like I said, all this stuff is here to help you make money, okay? We're going to talk about guest avatar. This is going to be one of the bigger ones, the most important ones I wanted to share during these breakout ones. You'll see the schedules all around. I'll be doing some tomorrow and on Wednesday as well. Okay, so creating your ideal guest avatar to maximize returns. Now, we'll talk about what the guest avatar is, but why is this important? So your guests and who's read that book, like Who Not What or How? I think it's like Who Not What, Who Not How. Thank you. I know, like I can barely hear with the music, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. I just see people going. I'm like, maybe they hear me. I'll throw in some like weird questions to see if you're paying attention. Anyway, so Who Not How. If you focus, the moral of what I'm going to teach you is if you focus on who is coming to your property, you will make more money. Okay, that's the reward, is making more money. But by focusing on who you're trying to attract to your property is going to make you more money. So let's get into it. It's like sliding. It's really fun. All right. So what is a guest avatar? A guest avatar is made up of these 4 key characteristics. Okay, demographic, group size. So when I say get, think about who's coming to your property, okay? So they're a type of person, maybe they're a family, maybe they're 2 groups, maybe it's just a couple because you have a small 1-bedroom, okay? Maybe it's like church groups or corporate groups or whatever it is, but they have a specific demographic. The second thing is the size, okay? How many people are coming? Interests. What do they like to do? Why are they coming to your property in your market? Okay, here's a little, like, maybe this is a bummer for you, but the reality is people aren't coming to your market to stay specifically at your property. They're coming to enjoy the market. They're coming there to enjoy, maybe like you guys, if you're staying in an Airbnb now, they're coming to a conference. Okay, so your property is supposed to support that event. Not necessarily, oh, I'm supposed to like throw something for this event, but like provide them the necessary amenities to encourage them and have an enjoyable stay. I'll dive more into that in a second. Last one, origin. Where are they coming from? Are they flying into your market and staying at your property? Or are they driving? Are they driving 4 hours, 5 hours to get to your property? Where are they coming from? Who and where and why? These are what you need to answer to understand your guest avatar. Does that make sense? Okay, I got some people yawning already. Not off to a good start. Okay, let's create a guest avatar together. We're gonna do it in 3 simple, easy steps. If you do this, I'm gonna give you guys a guarantee. If you do what I'm gonna show you and you apply it, you're gonna make more money. Does that sound good to you guys? All right, all right, there we go. I love it. Does that sound good to you guys? Woo! All right, I love it. All right, so here's what you're gonna do. Step number 1 to choose your guest avatar so you can make more money is choose your competitors. Whether you're looking at a current property that you have or a new property, you need to do this exercise either way. So if it's a new property or a current property, go into your market and choose the top performers for that bedroom count. So if I have a 4-bedroom property, we'll do an example in a second. I think that is the next slide. I'm going to look at the top properties in that market of 4 bedrooms, okay? Because I want to know who is coming there and they're obviously doing it right. And I want to copy some of that. But I don't need to copy everything. I just need to copy the things they're doing right. And that's what we're going to figure out. And let me follow this up with other things that you can add to the property that nobody else has in the market. Okay, you need to be able to figure that out. And this is how you do it. So we're going to choose the competitors. I'm going to teach you how to analyze the reviews really quickly. And then you're going to identify the trends in the data. Show you all three of these steps, and you're going to have your guest avatar. Okay, so let's take an example. Let's say I have a 4-bedroom cabin near Asheville, North Carolina. How do I know my guest avatar? Where are people coming from? Who's going to stay at this 4-bedroom cabin in Asheville? Is it just hippies that want to smoke pot? You know, are those the people who go to Asheville? Like, who is going to go to Asheville, right? Especially stay in a 4-bedroom. Doesn't make sense. Now, people from Asheville are probably laughing at that, but some of that's true, by the way. All right, so here's what you're going to do. So step number 1, you need to find the top competitors. Write this down. Top competitors. Search for the top competitors. In STR Insights, this is the market of Asheville. So we cover the entire United States. You can type in Asheville and see all of the properties here. You can put in 4 bedrooms and you can see how much revenue they're making. You can even say, show me the top 10%, the top performers. Boom, there they are. And you can export the data. And you can click into their Airbnb links and see what they look like. And that's what you're going to do here. You're going to find these top performers, click into their Airbnb links. Here's what you do next. There you go. We're going to now open the review text of those Airbnbs. Does everybody know how to do that? Do I need to show that? We got it, right? Open the Airbnb, click reviews, and the review text will open up. I want you to copy, literally take your cursor and copy all of that review text all the way down, okay? Once you do that, now you take that review text and guess what? You go to ChatGPT. I'm dead serious. Take that review text and plug it into ChatGPT for all of your competitors. Paste it into ChatGPT, and this is going to say, this is a 2-minute exercise. Paste it into ChatGPT and ask it, hey, analyze the reviews from each Airbnb. This is my prompt. Take a picture of it. It works. It's magic. It's clockwork. Take a picture of it. Here are these reviews for this Airbnb in Asheville. Create a guest avatar from the reviews. List out the guest demographics, the origin, and why they were traveling to the property. Do you guys know that in the reviews, the guests will tell you why they came to the property? They will tell you where they came from. Airbnb will tell you where they came from. It will tell you everything you need to know in the reviews. That's the secret sauce. The reviews are there. ChatGPT enables you to quickly analyze those reviews. So now you do that and you let ChatGPT do all the work for you. So here's an example of analyzing the results. And this is the fun, easy part. So demographics. So this is the prompt I fed it for that property. I think this was actually in Maine, but in Asheville. And then it will tell you the majority of guests are adults ranging from young adults to middle age, both genders represented. It gives you all these details. There typically many guests traveled from nearby states, predominantly the Northeast region. That's really interesting. Cities like Boston, Massachusetts, Portland, Maine are common. And then we analyze, I gotta keep pointing this thing. Oops. You can ask ChatGPT, why are they traveling? The primary reason they're visiting properties are leisure and vacation. Guests travel in group trips, including family gatherings, friend reunions, special occasions, bachelorette parties. Bachelorette parties in Asheville? Didn't know that was a thing. Outdoor recreational activities like skiing, hiking, enjoying the surroundings. Okay? Group sizes vary and it goes on. But do you see how powerful this is? So now I know it's not a bunch of chain-smoking hippies in Asheville, but they're people who are going there for recreation. There's a lot of stuff to do in that market. So by using the review text, I now know who and why and where they're coming from. Do you guys see how powerful that is? Now what can you do? Now that you know that information, it's not just like a fun fact. What do you do with that information? You do what? You target them. So how do you target them? What amenities do they need? Exactly. I mean, you can even do ads using this stuff. Okay, you can even say, what are their preferences? What do they enjoy? You can even ask ChatGPT, what amenities were they talking about in those properties? All right, continue to analyze the result. See, some people have pets. Apparently that's really important. Okay. So figure out how you can attract that guest avatar. So here's how you can attract it. Number one, obvious one, amenities. Put specific amenities for people who are coming for leisure. Number two, photos. This is huge. I talked about this earlier in another little workshop I did today about adding amenities. When people come up and say, what amenities should I add? I say, what amenities do you currently have and how are you marketing those current amenities? If you're not having photos of people using those amenities or those amenities highlighted up front, you need to do that first before adding new amenities. Your pictures are key here. Leverage your pictures to target your specific guest avatar. Does that make sense? Furnishings, okay? When we're looking at different markets, certain furnishings are going to be better than others, okay? If I'm in a more urban market, based on the data, I should invest in more design and decor. Whereas more maybe mountain markets, not necessarily the Smokies, but like in Asheville or Kentucky or some of these other areas, they're not as like, you don't need to have this high-end luxury furniture. It's different. It's for a different crowd. They're looking for different things. So using furnishings. Finally, understanding guidebooks. This is key, guys. Having a guidebook for your guests of the specific activities they're going to do is huge to obviously guest satisfaction, but guests will talk about that in the reviews. And they'll say, hey, this person had everything, they knew everything I wanted to do. They had an itinerary for me. They had all these activities, restaurants, things I wanted to go and do and see, and it was all laid out for me in the guidebook. And you can market that on your page too. Hey, coming to Asheville for, hiking this trail, and you're targeting a specific group. You see how this can tie in to your marketing, to your direct booking sites, to your Facebook ads and everything else? It all starts with knowing who your guest avatar is. In every single business, guys, you are in a business, right? Have we accepted that fact? Okay, short-term rentals are a business, okay? A lot of people don't think that. They think it's passive income. You haven't owned a property yet if you say it's passive. So short-term rentals are a business if you're managing them. And if that's the case, all businesses, regardless of just, if you're a business, you need to attract a specific client, okay? And you have to do the same thing with your properties. Attract the right guest avatar. Okay, so guys, I have a really cool video on YouTube. It's free that goes through another example of, hopefully we post it. My videographer's here. Hopefully we posted it. Go to my YouTube channel, watch my videos on these things and create your guest avatar. You guys can do this tonight. By show of hands, do you feel like this was easy to do? 2 to 3 minute exercise. Okay. Thank you. Now, another show of hands. How many people here will actually go and do that tonight? Like 3. All right. Either tonight or, not tonight. Tonight's partying, right? Tonight or after the conference, do this and you will make more money. If you have questions about how to do this or anything else I've talked about, please come up to me or my team and we can answer them. They're all trained on how to create guest avatars. Cool. Thank you.